Kia ora relations. Welcome. Yes. Let's start off with our karakia tonight. Tuia te wairua, tuia te tinana, kia hono te herenga tangata, kia hono ki te kairua. Amene. Yay, wow, I've got a sawaiata playing tonight. I've got some sounds. Don't have to speak up, I've got some sounds, girl. And it is I Am Light from India RE. So listen and enjoy, relations. Hey Rebecca, kia ora. Love this song. This song, honestly, it's just awesome to get into the mood to, you know. Kia ora, Pinky. Yes. Okay. And if someone can share it over to Kairua, that would be awesome. Thank you. Oh, yes, relation, Canalisa, Hiraka.
Mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain.
Thank you. Thank you, Frankie.
I left behind. I am light.
So just play a sawata while everyone gets on. Boil your kettle, relations. Get your blanket. It's Sunday night. Oh, it's Sunday night. Let's do this. Bring it in. Hey Namu. Yep. Kia ora maiden. Kia ora relations. Oh, kia ora Corley. Kia ora Bear. Kia ora Mariana. Heniana Sowens. Kia ora relation. Kati Chase relation. Kia ora. I got the power. Kia ora Raywan, kia ora Danson. Oh, Dano, kia ora. We're talking about boobies tonight, relations. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light.
I am
Divinity defined, I am the God on the inside. I am the star, a piece of it all. I am light. Yes, relations. Woo! Right, we've got the energy up now. Yes, I'm just gonna be punning it for a bit, you know. I got the power. Yes! Karawana! Ooh, all the way over in Tasmania! Kia ora relation! Oh, awesome! We'll have a safe trip over to Melbs. Sending you a whole blanket of love from Aotearoa relation. But yes, tonight we are talking about these things that have many names, and I've written some of them down, girl, because, you know, there's just so many wild names for them. But, you know, they're known as bazooms, they're known as breasts, boobs, titties, tits, jugs, melons, cannons, bazookas, boing boings, devil's dumplings, knockers, milk sacks, chi-chis, cha-chas, chunky donkeys, sweet tits, sugar tits, basketballs, bouncy balls, But where I am from, they have been always called either tsitsi or te waiu. Te ro te whaia, there is a theory, there's a philosophy behind that in te ao Māori around how the time that you spend breastfeeding is also a time where knowledge, the feminine knowledge, is actually passed through the waiu or through the feeding of from mother to child. So yeah, well, that's it. I know, devil dumplings, I know, wild, but yes, relations, I know. But there is a philosophy in our culture that talks about that, and it's called te waiu. And I think it is Hirani, Sir Hirani Moko Meads from Ngāti Awa, from home, kia ora, who has written about this philosophy around intrinsic knowledge, spiritual knowledge being handed through breastfeeding, or the feeding, mother to child. And, you know, when you actually look at that, you know, there is a huge disconnection happening over decades, especially as breastfeeding is coming out. You know, there's a big push to come on, let's, you know, breastfeed your babies. Back in the days, that's all you did. It was either that or your baby died, girl. There was no alternative. I do remember this though, back in the old days, during when the Westerners come and colonisation and stuff, that Indigenous peoples, we'll speak about our own, Māori, were not allowed to breastfeed their children. They actually gave them a formula made out of flour and water, which is basically glue, darling. Glue, darling. Oh, that takes taking glue to a whole nother level, but yeah, I wanted to have this conversation tonight about boobies. I thought about doing a makeup tutorial and doing, you know, some boobies up, but I just thought, oh god, I had such a late night last night, actually. And I actually just want to do a shout out to everybody that came to Miss Rotorua. It was absolutely amazing. My very first time going to a pageant. I have never, you know, despite what I may give off, I actually have never been into pageants before, but I thought it would be a great opportunity to open the door up for our relations and myself and go into this whole other world of what I think a pageant is and what I think these people do. For example, you know, I was looking at them and I thought to myself, you know, they're talking about, you know, being here for my community and the beauty on the inside. And then I thought, that's what this billion-dollar industry is about, darling. You know, glitz and glam. It's really about inner beauty, is it? You know, but actually, it shed a whole new light on it for me. Hi, Ellie girl. Mwah. Yes. It gave me a whole new view on what pageants are about, and actually the hard work that goes in behind it and after it. So the pageant is kind of like this. It's really a place to figure out for yourself, and this is just my own findings on it. Figure out for yourself if you are ready to go out there and be an ambassador for positive development in communities and the planet and start changing the world. That's basically what it is, if I was to sum it up. But absolutely beautiful talent. You know, there was some real talent last night, and there was some real, whatever the opposite is. But yes, anyway, relations, moving forward. I just want to thank everybody for such an amazing night. Ka Werepa for hosting, absolutely beautiful. The food was delicious, relations. We were looked after very, very, very well by everybody. Let me just clear that up. Yes. Oh. There we go. And Now, yeah, I really just wanted to give a shout out to that and to everyone that was there, the media that was there, to Tāroe, to from Māori Television, all these amazing people that come together. I met, and it was honestly, it was amazing. And wherever I go, relations, you come with me, okay? Because relations, you are always stunning, girl. Oh, kia ora, relation. Yes. I was hoping to myself too, going over to the event, that I would know, because I went by myself, girls went solo. There was only one final, it was a sold out event, and there was only one VIP ticket, and then I got gifted it, which was fabulous. We got gifted it, because if I'm there, we're there. Hello. And yeah, so that was awesome. Pushing that aside, everyone loved one and all. Yes, it was fabulous. Obviously, Nicola Takita is just the shizzle, minism. And she hooked a relation up, like, flat outly. But when I arrived there, I arrived by myself, walked around the corner straight away, straight into a relation. Straight into a relation. And that was awesome. And Fiona, if you're watching tonight, honey, or you jump on later on, I just want to say a big mahiti, thank you so much for looking after me and making sure that I was alright and taking photos and all of that sort of stuff. So thank you so much. Because when I come out, I love having photos with these relations. I absolutely love it. But anyway, let's get back into our kaupapa. Tonight we are talking about, should I say them all again? Should I say them all again? Bazooms, breasts, boobs, titties, tits, jugs, melons, cannons, bazookas, boing boings, devil's dumplings, knockers, milk sacks, chee-chees, cha-chas, chonky donkeys, sweet tits, sugar tits, basketballs, bouncy balls. But where I come from, they are all about the wayu. The wayu. Now for me, I'm going to say this as a man. This is just me. Oh, thank you, Fiona. Yay! I'm going to talk about this from my perspective as a tāne. And I want to say this, for me, I have always seen the breasts as they're for kids, basically. And I know, like, some guys, you know, they're boopy guys, and you know, that's cool, you know, whatever floats your boat. But for myself, I look at them like those are gonna nurse my kids. You know, they're gonna nurse my children. That's what it's about. They weren't developed for me. They weren't created for my interest. They weren't created to make me feel good. That's it, eh? And so the ones that actually fulfilled me, sustained me growing up, were my mothers. And go, oh, I gotta be looking at that. Hello, better wake up. But I find it very interesting. I don't know why my mindset is like that, but I have always just felt that way. Where, you know, I never look at other people's tits and just, you know, stare at them and they, you know, or do those lip biting numbers, you know, those. Girl, get out of town. Hey. What do you like? Block your dot, girl, get. Yeah, that's what they're about. And for other women, like, oh, my tits are saggy, or oh, I'd love to get implants one day, you know, that's cool. But I mean, does it heighten their actual function and what they're actually created to do, darling? You know, so boobs that hang down there, I think, wow, you've done well, girl. How old are your kids? Hey, next minute, girl's like, oh, I don't have it. I'm like, oh, I don't have mine. No. Girl must have been wearing baggy bras as a young'un. No. But, you know, it happens. But, no, it's usually a character of what, or a symbol, or a sign of a person's journey with that nurturing. Hey, that's what I see. That's up with that, and very, you know, respect that. Some people don't do though, you know, oh my goodness. And they're just crazy about that sort of stuff, you know, the way they talk about breasts, titties, you know. It's just hilarious to me. I find it quite interesting, and having this conversation, because it's men that like them hard out. Oh, you know, in our lesbian relations as well. Oh, no, anyone. Actually, anyone can like them. Humans like them. But, you know, they do have a function. They do have a higher purpose, and the higher purpose is to, you know, regenerate, sustain, grow our future generations, you know. They're the rain. They're the rainfall of the future. Let's look at it that way. Hey, they sustain, maintain, and obtain the future, darling. Future generations. Okay, how do I say this name? Now, your name, honey, because I'm relational, because I don't want to, and from a distance, like if I was just to like have a quick glance, I would think it said Fijawa, but I know it's not. And is it like, I'll come closer, the power. That's why I was like, I got the power. Yeah, they're just power shells. I don't know who brought these over to my house, but they were little shells, and I remember Charles looking at them and going, who brought those over here? And I was like, why? And she was looking at me like disgusted, and she was like, because they're babies. And I was like, I don't get it. And she was like, they should have stayed in the moana, whoever got those. And I was like, oh girl, I don't know. Girl, I don't deep dive. Hey, I dive into business. That's what I do, relations. Right there. The currents and everything to do with business and progression, I'm there. But when it comes to the elements, girl, you better get your life. I don't have time for it. I don't. I just don't have the knack for it. I don't. Yeah, I just don't have the knack for, yeah, battling the elements. You know, and some people do, and I love that. You know, at least somebody does. But I just don't. Kia ora whaia granoi. Oh yeah. It is, you know what, when I see our baby having, you know, been nursed, having a titikai, there's just a feeling about it that's just like, wow, yay, you know, they're all good, safe as. Girl, high age, yes, girl. I better not wear these back home though, eh? The Coast Guard I might get done for poaching, and I didn't even. Undersized power. Hey, maintain your power. Hey, grow your power. You got the power. Since personally uptown was waiting at bus stop, and this lady sat next to me. Breastfeeding. She was sitting. Oh, I'm just reading a comment, relations. Oh, that lady has issues. Orion, that lady has issues if she was to sit there and think that, because you know what? I'm going to talk about this. If anybody, and if I was in any space where a wahine was breastfeeding and someone had an issue with it, wow, I would be turning to that other person who's got the issue, and then now you got an issue with me too. Because, girl, when it comes to breastfeeding, that is a child's only sustenance. It is their only way of living. Girl, you cannot be looking at that. That's basis sacred. You know, you leave that alone. You're mine. And you know what? The baby shouldn't have to suffer, nor should the mother, because there are lots of perverted minds out there. And you know who makes these stupid rules? Men. Men make these dopey rules up. Yes, and I will say it loud as a man. I'm comfortable in myself to say it. I think men make up all the stupid bloody rules of the planet, to be completely honest. You know, why would you stop someone from breastfeeding? Because it's inappropriate. What's so inappropriate about feeding a child? I just, you know, I really try and hop into another person's shoes to get the logic behind it, and I understand where a person with that perspective comes from, but that it's not right at all, and I will have no problem making a Big scene, darling. So if you ever see me around and you want to give your baby a titty, know that you've got someone who got your back, girl. Wherever you are. Oh, even if you're sober driving at the pub. Goodness. Not that that happens anymore. We don't condone it either. Stay home. Babysit. Oh no, have I frozen? Oh yay! Okay, good. Good. Sorry if I froze, guys. But yes, that's what happens, girl. We just do not, we don't even go there. We don't even entertain the idea. And you know how we get that message across when it comes to breastfeeding? Do you know what? I'm not going to put a thing over my baby's face while they're having a cry. You know, the circulation of the air, you know, they can share the rest of the planet. I'm not hiding that. No, no. Or being told like there's a breastfeeding area over there. Oh! I'm going to say this only once. Get fucked! Doubt it! Get? No, no, no. We don't do that. Hey, we talk about, oh, it's all about the next generation and da-da-da-da-da. God, the dramas for the poor bloody next generation starts right at newborn. Goodness. Oh, is it going now? Is it going now, Fee? Please comment with the one if the video is going. Sorry, guys. I hope it's going now. Yes, well, this phone's just gone and died. Hey, look at this, guys. Now, you know when you get your license, I think they should cover up when feeding. No, I don't think they should cover up at all. You just feed your baby. And if someone's, you know, if there's a, because it's usually, it's men. This is men who are in this drama. And their insecure wives that support it. If someone is giving their baby a cry, then, you know, that's okay. But if you steer, there should be a rule. Maybe there's a rule to it to kind of make both parties feel comfortable. The mother and the steerer. Maybe if you lock eyes for longer than 3 seconds, that like 3 seconds should be the A. So you like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. So you've got to try and get your eyes in, your view, like, because really you're just scanning your environment, eh? Really, that's what you're doing. You're wanting to know who that person is, what they're doing, and are you safe, maybe. This is what's going on in the mind. So you've got 3 seconds to pinpoint, look at the mother, look at the baby, and then look at where you, like, in new places. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, boom. Hey, on 3, your eyes should be somewhere else, especially if it ain't your baby, because then maybe any longer than that, then you start giving the creepy vibe. That would be disgusting. Oh God, I can't even believe that someone would do that. I mean, I could just imagine as a mother breastfeeding, oh, just as a person breastfeeding your child and then someone staring at you like they are into you. Wouldn't that whole sensation just be crazy? Like, wouldn't that just be weird? Like, oh, you know, oh God, I don't even know. Hey, but yeah, so let's do that. That could be the new rule. Girl, you got, or ehua, oh, well, we say girl to men as well. Girl, and that's the Tanya. Girl, 3 second point, hey, do the 3 second point. There's 3 points. You see the parent, the baby, and then wherever, your future. Hey, duk, duk, duk. Yes. That's what you're doing. That's what you want to do. The 3 second point. So that's for the steerer. Peekaboos is what I call them, whoever you want to be. Remember that rule. As the parent, please give them the 3 second point. Okay? So if they go duh, 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 cool, you know, oh, he's just, you know, sussing out the environment. But if it's one of these, duh, duh, hey, see the look? Oh girl, that's when you need to take that paru nappy out and throw it over his way, or her way, or nowadays there's gender fluid, and so over to that person's way. Goodness gracious, keeping up with everything. Look at this, look at, I'm just going to show you this. This is my darling's license. You know, when you get your license and on the back of it, I always laugh at this because of all her endorsements. So girl can do forklift, rollers, tracks and wheels. She can do dangerous goods. She's got 4L. That's a class 4. She's got the big truck one, which is on the number 2. And the car. Now all girl needs is a bloody her class 5, and what do you need to do to bloody drive a submarine? Goodness. I love it. And that's where our baby's Kai does. Our baby's Kai goes that way. I talk about takeaways or Uber Eats, girl. And the way that the way that the baby calls their Uber Eats is man. Hey, boom, straight to the door. And actually, we've been doing Uber Eats lately. Actually, it is pretty good because it's quite quick. It doesn't cost $1 million. It's actually cheaper. Now, the price of gas, girl. The price of gas here in Hamilton is redrongulous. So whoever our Member of Parliament, please get it together and have a good argument in the House, please, for us to drop those petrol prices down. Goodness gracious. You can't even... Oh, it was just ridiculous. Not even 20 litres. You know, back in the days, I remember when I was younger, people used to still get, you know, $5, $10 gas. But $20 was a good koha for gas back in the days. Now, nah, it's not. Thank you, Fire. Yes, they are, Louisa. They are power. Oh, great story about power too. You know, actually, one day I will do a video on and teach you how to read power. Hey, so you know where it comes from, how deep it was, how long it's been in the water, how old it's been there, all that sort of stuff. I'll teach you. Because these shells tell amazing stories if you know how to read them. Yes, relations. That's, and you know what? Our Tupuna were fabulous like that. Do you know when it comes to doing craft, any type of craft, it's ancient spiritual knowledge that has been put in the craft, put in whatever it is, because you will not, a teacher will never just come up to you and go, this is the truth, guys, and then, you know, and then you get it. It will just fly over your head. So what our ancestors did was they would take knowledge, spiritual intelligence and knowledge, and they would pull it down and they would put it into whatever their craft was. Our people are navigators of the ocean. That's why we know so much about it. Right? We're known for it, for sailing around the entire world and using the stars. But in putting that sacred spiritual knowledge into the craft, when it's in the craft, they build a whole philosophy around it. So you've got a whole philosophy around carving. There's a whole philosophy around weaving. There's a whole, you know, everything has a philosophy behind it, its own special philosophy. And it's amazing how our ancestors did that, and that you can do that still now. You can take your spiritual teachings, whatever it is, whatever stuff that you've learned here with me, you can take that information, that knowledge, and you can create a new way of doing it. A new way of sharing and teaching that sacred knowledge. So I just wanted to chuck that out there. Don't be afraid, you know. And Kairua is a great place to practice, girl. I know. Getting back to this petrol, girl. It was ridiculous. You know what? It was ridiculous. I just thought, that's daytime robbery. That is legal theft right there, girl. You know, back in the days. I got to stop saying it. Oh, God. I'm starting to grow up now. So I'm saying the things that my mum and dad used to say. And I was like, oh, we always say that. Back in my days. Oh, girl. $5 could get you heaps. $5 could definitely get you a feed. As me being a kid. $5 Happy Meals were still. $5 Big Mac combos existed then, girl. You know, we're actually talking about driving on the road too, you know, like all the rules and how the road codes and have changed and all of that sort of stuff. And it's, my thought on it was because the driver has changed from, you know, back in the day. Like back in the day, we could wear no seatbelts. Oh God, there was too much drinking and driving. That should never happen. I'm going to put that out there now. That should never happen. I'm going to share something about myself, quite personal actually. I have drunk drive before. And then girl got busted. And then girl had to go to court. Yes. And then girl had to go get a fine and then had to go to the Sally's and cry and say, girl, can I do my community service here for my drinking and driving because I don't want to go on the ones with everyone else because those people, like, they scare the shit out of me. How they look crazy as hell. And I might be just too fierce for them. You know? I mean, I suppose I could probably do it. I just didn't even want to go there, but this is the picture that I had painted in my mind. This was the narrative I was telling myself about what was going to be on the, what do you call it? On the, when you go, community services van, or whatever you call it. PD van. Probation or detention. Oh, God, that's how it is. I've never been on PD. I've never been on probation or detention, though. But I have done community service. And, oh, this story, girl, it's wild. I actually, so this is how it did. This was, the night of my stag do. I actually went to go, and no, I'm not even shitting you, this is the truth. I went to go and reverse my car out of, my best man's house because they put this party over, some craziness, and then a fight broke out, and I was scared that I was going to get the bash from my wife if I got the car wrecked. So I decided to take it upon my drunken self. But I did feel good, but that's not an excuse. And I went to go and reverse back. I reversed out of the driveway to move my car out because there were things being thrown and whatever. I reversed out and I went to go and drive forward, and then and I got pulled up. Okay, so that's where it started. Anyway, I get pulled up. I go to the cells. Oh, no, sorry. I don't have my license on me. And at the time I have a learners. I was a late driver, girl. I'm pretty sure there's other late drivers out there, but I was a late driver. Okay, I got my learner license in my 20s. And I got my full license like 5-6 years ago. But anyway, I get pulled up and then I get taken to the cells, girl. Now, I get no license, failed breath test, you're coming with us. I'm freaking out. My wedding party are like walking along like, come on, let her go, you know, and I'm like, in the cat, like, what, is this for reals? Anyway, it was for reals. My best man's trying to get arrested to come with us, and then they just tell him to piss off. Anyway, I go back to the cells to do some more tests and to do some bloods, because they do the blood test to make sure that it's accurate. I do the blood test, and I am over the limit, and then they ask me what my details are, because I don't have my license on me. They ask me what my details are, and oh, Sasha, yes, girl, come on, let's us, we'll do a license thing one day. But anyway, I don't have my license on me, so they ask me for my details. I give them to them. Then they come back and they said, we're going to transfer you to Whakatane. We're going to transfer you to Whakatane because there's a warrant out for your arrest if you're Patrick Salmon. And I was like, excuse me? Now, girls just gone bang, like sober. You know, well, in my mind, I'm sober. I'm probably like, excuse me, what is going on here? But in reality, I'm probably like, what? What the hell? You know how it goes. But anyway, I get to Whakatane. I get told I'm going to stay in the cells for the whole weekend until the court opens because of this warrant. And I asked them, what was the warrant for? Well, apparently I had a grand theft auto charge and I had been looked for. And I was like, girl, I know how to put the gas in. I got my learner license. Girl. Like in hell's way, I know how to hotwire a car and take off. So, you know, anyway. They said, well, we need to do your fingerprints and whatever. Do my fingerprints. This is on, I go into Friday night. I'm in there till Monday. So anyway, do the fingerprints. Do my fingerprints. And then they come back and my fingerprints don't match the fingerprints in the system. Okay, so it was just drama on drama. I'm getting stressed. I'm feeling like I'm in that movie Gothica. Like it's dark, it's concrete, the toilet's right by the bed. The kai actually wasn't that bad, but I couldn't eat because I was that stressed. I went into the cell and I just remember walking in, there was this blue plastic looking thing called a bed and an itchy blanket. You know those itchy blankets? And I walked in and I said, excuse me sir, is there a blanket and a pillow? And he just pushed me in the side. He was like, good night mate, you know, and I was like, oh my God, and then just walked off, locked the door, you know. And I'm standing there like, what the hell? So anyway, I go in and I have to decide whether I'm going to have a blanket or a pillow, you know, roll it up into a pillow. And I'm just lying there and I'm just all feeling sorry for myself. You know, I should never have done this. Oh my God, I'm stupid. Oh, I miss my family. Oh my, what if they're moving on now? You know, what if the kids have a new father by the time I get out? If I ever do? You know, I was thinking all of these things and I always go 0 to 100 all the time. So I'm lying there and I'm just forcing myself to sleep. I force myself to sleep to help pass the time. And I'm asking for my phone call. And then anyway, I get told, yes, you know, phone call. It comes around. Long story short, I don't get my damn phone call until the last day. And I go in to use the phone on the Sunday night, I might add. I go in to use the phone. Oh. There we go. I go in to use the phone. And the police officer doesn't know the PIN number to ring out of the damn station because they change it on alternative days or something. And I just burst out crying because I want to ring my wife, you know, and tell her, oh my God, I'm so sorry, please don't leave me. You know, please send me a phone card if I need a ring from here or something. But anyway, I go in, I leave to go back to the cell. And I remember there was a window and I got the energy to sit up and I was like, I need something, like this concrete wall and this toilet's just doing nothing for me. And I saw this little window. So I'm going to stand up on the bed and I'm looking at this window and outside is like a concrete area with a caged roof. And I'm staring at it like, oh my goodness, I wonder who's ever walked out. And then this giant, like a giant baby walked past the window. I'm not even joking. He reminded me of a giant baby. It was a man, but he had like a skin head and he was rolly, you know, a big man, fair, and he had no top on, like, and his shorts were kind of like pulled up and the bottom of the basketball shorts were tucked into the top, so it looks like a nappy. And that's what, to me, he looked like a big baby. But it freaked me the hell out and I just dropped down onto the bed and started crying. Like, I want to go home. Like, I don't belong here. Like, then there was this crazy lady down, like, on some area and she was just swearing at them, like, you bastards! Oh, get fucked! You know, all of this, sorry, my language. But, she was doing all this stuff and then she's like, no! No! You know, they start going and she's like, get off me! And I was just lying there like, oh my God. It was honestly at the time. Now I can kata about it, I can laugh. But at the time, girl, I really felt like I was in Gothica. Then anyway, I get told my fingerprints. And then I get told, like, from the officers, like, they're like, who are you? Who are you? And I was like, I'm Patrick Salmon. Then I go back to this and I was sitting and then I was thinking, am I Patrick Salmon? Or have I just been, you know, has my life been a dream all this time? They made me feel bloody ruddy in there. But anyway, they realised I was Patrick Salmon because there is only one and only. Even though there are lots of Patrick Salmons out there. But only one like me. And ended up going to court on the paddy wagon with the crazy lady from down the other end. And the big baby. We just looked like a really interesting unit going over. But anyway, and I walked out and Chas was waiting for me. I just burst out crying inside, not outside, because lots of people were around, you know. And the girl just felt like girl just did a lag. But I walk out, I get into the car and I just burst out crying. Because I felt so sorry for her and what I had done, and I had learnt from then, and I had never done it again, about the seriousness of drinking and driving. That was enough to put me off for my entire life. So girl learned a lesson, so you know, there are some things that do work in the system. That definitely worked for me, because if I could go to the cells and I was finding it difficult in there, I couldn't even imagine what it would be like being in an actual prison, you know, away from your family and everything. Crazy. Ooh, it's been a long night, darlings. Anyway, that was my corridor about that. I don't know where that came from, but a little bit about myself that I just love to share. It was crazy. Because laughter and rolling down this relation's eyes. Kia ora relations. Yeah, coming up is, girl, that's what I forgot. I forgot to tell you. Something. So, this Wednesday, I'm going to jump back into the kitchen. Oh, am I? Yes. It's this Wednesday. I'm going to jump back into the kitchen this Wednesday, relations. And I'm going to be cooking something up. I haven't cooked in a while, because I only know how to cook probably about 10 things, and I already cooked them. And you know, despite, you know, I'm not a cook, but I love cooking for my fun. I know how to make those sort of things. But yeah, I'm gonna get back into the kitchen this week. That's us, and we can talk about food philosophy. Tell me your food stories. Hey, we can talk about that this week on Wednesday. I think that'll be a great way of doing it. I'm always thinking of, you know, because do you know what's happening? We're coming up to our very first year of kairua. And for all our new relations that are just on the waka, yep, we haven't even been going for a year. And this journey has been amazing and unforgettable already. But we're coming up to a year. We have Project Moko happening. We have the coming together of our kairua team. Thanks to the support of all the relations, thanks to all of you as well for supporting our kaupapa. And we're able to do that, come together now. So we have that. It's going to be, and then I've got something mega coming out next month. Like mega. But yeah, so we're going to do something like, oh yes I will, okay then alright. Yes Coco. We've got something mega. So anyway, coming up in October. This week I'll be back in the kitchen. I'm going to whip up something. I'll figure something out. I don't even have it planned yet, relations, but you know, I'll pull it out and make it stunning. A big shout out to all our relations that helped support our raffle fundraiser, and congratulations to Whai Granoi and Koko for winning the raffle, number 88, both the 8s. Awesome news. I'm just so happy for you guys. And yeah, that's us. That's going to be us coming up on Wednesday. So I'm going to be cooking a kai. We're going to be talking about some more fabulousness, spiritual stuff, how it, you know, just things in general. You know, let's just talk about life. I love doing life with all of you. It's absolutely amazing. I want to thank you guys all for joining me again tonight. I hope that gives you a little different perspective on boobies and titties and those, you know, fabulous things that help grow the next generation. And I hope you can, you know, some people out there can stop thinking with their groins for 10 minutes. Goodness me. Brother to brother, that's what I'm saying. Yes, I'm a brother from another mother, took it to a brother from another mother. Girl. But yeah, so thank you guys, everybody, for joining me tonight. It's been absolutely fabulous. And oh yes, message me, Philippa. I love it, darling. Yeah, let's get this bit rolling because it's gonna be stunning. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Mwah. Have a good night and have an awesome week coming up. Bye.